YouTube, what is going on? My name is Sweat if you guys are new, and welcome back to another Apex Legends video. In today's video, guys, we are continuing the Solo to Predator series where I review ranked gameplays of mine on the Journey to Predator, playing without any common teammates that I play with multiple times in a row. Of course, we're just getting random teammates every time, and I figured that if I reviewed these gameplays in depth, then you will learn something, and hopefully if you are stuck in silver, this gameplay will help you out. So without further ado, let's hop into it. I think we have one full gameplay, and then I'm going to show you some parts and clips of another one that was a little bit longer of a one. I think we dropped like 3,900 damage the next game and only get like 4 kills, so we were doing a lot of damage, but we could not finish. But anyways, here is the first gameplay, and also I do have to keep my voice down a little bit. It is very late where I'm at, and that's why the face cam is off, the lights are off. So yeah, face cam should be on next video, so do not worry, that is not just going by the wayside. But without further ado, guys, let's get into it. So first off, I do want to say that the 30-30 repeater, no matter if it is the gold one, the regular one, or whatever, does not matter what magazine I have on this gun. I am terrible with this, so I will not be picking this up ever again. Just wanted to put that out there because you are going to see me miss a ton of shots with this. I don't know how people are good with this, but kudos to you because I am trash with it. We get a really good amount of damage on this guy in the corner, and I make a big mistake here. I end up peeking around this corner, and you can see the guy that's shooting at me from the front, right? This Mirage, but this guy over here, I did not see at the time. I would have had to have laser vision to see this guy, and I am absolutely blind, so I missed this, and he actually ends up lasering me, and I paid for it tremendously. I end up going down. Okay, so starting off the video with a down. And this is the only time I actually go down in this video, so just keep that in mind. That was a big mistake, though. I should not have peeked that long, and I did not see that guy on the left of me, so that's my fault. 100%. So I end up self-resing, which is great. I had self-res, and I'm going to get the heck out of there. I need to heal up ASAP. Get back into the fight. I see this guy pushing my teammate. I don't want to fully heal because I don't want my teammate to go down. But once I protect him a little bit, now I'm going to take some syringes. And the reason I'm paying for health is not because I don't have any syringes. It's because the lifeline was not doing lifeline things during this game. I don't think at all. I don't think she dropped her drone once at all. But we're going to keep looking at the gameplay, and then we'll see if she does later on. Trying to get as much health as possible while my teammates are in the fight, and I decided to grapple in here to help near my crypto get the knock. And then they steal the kill from me. How dare they? So right here, we're just playing our angles correctly. End up getting a knock on that guy, which is perfect, and I'm running low on ammo, so I decided to swap weapons because that Volt was very nearly out of ammo. Okay, there's no ammo in this box. I decided to go with the R99 just because it has more bullets, and later on I might switch back to the Volt. I'm not sure what happens, but in this situation it's definitely best to go with the weapon that has more ammo in case there's multiple teams that are pulling up. We're just gonna grab what we can for now. I should actually grab that ammo on the ground now that I'm watching it again. Alright, so that guy's actually going for the res in that building. My teammates should have been all over that, and they were kind of oblivious here. But they do end up getting a knock, which is good. And I want to chase this guy. I do not want this guy to get out of my sight. Do not want him to get away. So I'm chasing him. And we end up getting the kill, which is perfect. And we actually find a light mag, so I believe I end up... I would imagine I end up keeping the R99 the rest of the game because the R99, the 301, the Spitfire, the Hemlock, all those weapons are some of my favorites in the game. So if I find them, I'm usually keeping them. But nothing too crazy on that first fight. Like I said, I did peek over that wall way too much, and that's the reason I went down there, but that was the last mistake I think I made. So this situation is actually going to get insane. Okay. There is a ton of people on this hill. You can see my teammates they're kind of with me, but they're kind of not with me. These guys kind of knew what they were doing, but at the same time, they were kind of clueless. So I'm trying to lead the pack. I want to be the in-game leader because I have the most experience, and I want to just lead the team in the right direction, and trying to get high ground would be in the right direction. And I want to take some early fights to get that KP for the team and I. So we're headed up the hill, end up finding these guys. And like I said, I got to get rid of this 30-30, man. I hit one bullet, and that's my extent. That's the extent of shots that I'll hit with this thing. And I have so much ammo for it. I wanted to get a heavy gun, but it sucks that you can't take the attachments off of it. So I'm looking up at this guy, end up hitting him for 42, and he is cracked, but you can't push off that. Cannot push off one Horizon crack for 42 damage. It's just not possible. So right there, I'm in a bad spot, right? I peeked the right side right there, and I'm in a terrible spot because there is no cover. So I decided to jump back behind this tree. If I were to challenge right out in the open, I could have got shot from the right side. I got shot from the roof and like the little platform here. So I decided not take that angle, get behind the tree, and then reposition. And it looks like he got nervous too when I peeked over, so it didn't help either of us. Now we are getting shot from 7 miles deep over here. We're just taking some shots at them to try to get them to back off. And now they're revolting, so it's perfect. Absolutely perfect. Try to send this guy back here. He is one shot off send back. And the crypto actually makes a really good play here and EMPs this guy, which cracks his armor. And this guy is very one shot. Teammate cleans him up. All right, and now I'm running out of heals here. Okay, I'm running out of shields, and I was thinking about taking that flatline, and I should have, and I do. Okay. No, I don't. I thought I did. Like, there was a purple heavy mag in there. I should have taken the flatline, man, but I didn't because I'm an idiot. So I guess that wasn't the last mistake earlier that I made. Right there. Okay, perfect example of not knowing who's around me. I jump right on these guys. We don't have any pings from my teammates because these guys weren't even shooting. They were just kind of sitting in the corner doing their own thing, and there's going to be 2 of them. And this is a good thing that these guys were in silver because they didn't really know what was happening. This Revenant's going to try to actually run away instead of fighting me, which is perfect. So we just hip fire the guy for like 60, and then this other guy's hiding behind the rock, and it's a 3v2 scenario, so kind of hard to lose this. Once again, he wasn't the brightest. Either of these guys were the brightest, but now I can hear the door open from the inside. He got me with the Mirage decoy, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm just waiting for a peek out the door. I want to hold these guys off. My teammates, I should have been pinging for my teammates actually, because they were not paying attention whatsoever. So we get some good shots off on there, and now they realize that they're inside, which is good. Another crack on that guy on the left side, and I realize there is a lot of squads here. Okay, there's a squad on the inside, there's a squad over by the res beacon, so I decided to go up top, and I feel like that's the best position in this scenario, so I do. And once again, I'm running low on ammo here, so it's not a great situation whatsoever. My teammates actually end up following me up, which is perfect because I don't want them down there getting knocked or anything. And like I said, man, I should have definitely got the flatline. Why am I holding this thing with 480 bullets when I can't hit a shot with it? Somebody explain that to me.
I need light ammo.
Pinging some light ammo. Hopefully they'll drop me a little bit. And I end up going to check these boxes because I don't think they do. Yeah, they don't drop me any, which sucks. But we find 140 there, which is perfect. Grabbing some shields real quick. And I noticed that I was carrying way too much heavy ammo. You never want to be carrying like 500 bullets of a certain ammo, especially when I have a 30-30. That just makes no sense. Makes absolutely no sense for the scenario that I was in here.
Might be something good this way.
Alright, and I recognize these guys are in the corner, and this is where this gun is going to come to haunt me, because I could have easily knocked these guys with another weapon, but my shots were just so bad with this thing. So I saw that Octane went to the left side. I know there's a guy right here, and I know there's the third player right here. My teammates are over here in no man's land. I don't really know what they're doing. Like I said, I'm not sure what they were doing. And in last episode, I said, don't really trust anybody but yourself in solo queue. And when we're in silver, I can kind of play more aggressive. But once we get in the higher ranks, I'm going to be playing more directly on my team's hip. And hopefully they actually know what's going on. But in this scenario, I got one guy right here, one guy over here. And then the third guy is kind of soloed out over to my left. And I try to ping for my teammate to let him know that he's over there. He does not have a clue what's happening, though. So I decided to sneak up behind this guy real quick. And he actually ends up jumping forward again, which made no sense. So that happened. Getting a nice knock on that Loba. And then right here, again, I should have knocked this guy, but I can't shoot the gun. I cannot hit a shot with this gun. Look at me. Trash. Missing every shot with this thing. Now we got it down in there. I throw a horrid nade. Absolutely trash nade. It doesn't go anywhere close. And this guy lets the Horizon get away, so we should have ended up getting that kill. I'm looking for the Horizon because I know she went into zone. And I'm actually going to get into the zone and then end up turning around and looking for her again. I'm just really trying to get out of here, get some light ammo, and get out of here because I do not want to take that much storm damage. But then I think to myself, this Horizon's going to have to come back, and she ends up doing exactly that. End up predicting it perfectly. You can see her running right there. And I ended up chasing her this time. I got fed up with it. I hit her twice. I was like, screw it. I can't shoot with this damn thing. So I'm pulling out the R99, and I'm chasing her. We end up getting the kill on her in the corner. And now I'm just going to heal up a little bit and then head into zone. So I will skip ahead until I get there. All right, so while I was in Storm gathering some loot, my teammates ended up getting pulled up on. And it was absolutely the worst situation possible. Once again, because I have the 30-30 repeater. I'm telling you guys right now, if I had the flatline from earlier on in the game, to now, we would not be in any of these situations. These squads would have been dead a long time ago. But I am just the worst shot with a 30-30. I cannot get the timing down for this gun. So in this situation, you see this guy right here. Okay, this guy is soloed out, and he apparently didn't even hear me. There's a guy over here. I think there's two people over there fighting, and this guy's soloed out. So I'm going to get a 1v1 with this guy in a second after I take this medkit. Because like I said, luckily he did not hear me, so I want to make sure I have full health when I'm going into this 1v1. He finally ends up looking at me. And we actually hit some 30-30 shots. It was crazy. I was shocked myself. And right here, this guy's shooting at my teammate. If I could hit a shot, my teammate would have never went down. But look at me, whiffing. End up cracking the guy's armor, which is good. There's just the only... Oh my god. I end up pushing this guy because I can't hit a shot with this thing, man. Now, if you guys are going to take anything away from this gameplay whatsoever, it's that Sweatband should never be using the 30-30 repeater. Never. Okay, that's pretty much the end of this situation. I'm going to fast forward. to when I get my teammates up and we get into the next fight. And so right here we are healing up, and this is basically the rest of the lobby up here that we're gonna fight. So I set a zip up top on the roof. I noticed that no one is taking high ground, which is a big mistake. A lot of people do not do. I don't know why, but we get instant high ground, and we have some easy shots on these guys that are getting third party down below by us, actually. So we get the knock on that guy. Knock on the other one. 2 guys down. Instant finish that guy because we do not want him getting rezzed. And then we have the third party pulling up. Some good shots on him. And I go to help my teammate here. Get a nice knock right there. And right there, that was very risky. That was very risky. Okay, that was not the right play in that scenario. I should have focused the guy on the left because he was more dangerous and he had my side very open. And then this guy secondary because he's behind a glass wall. Okay, so that is actually another mistake that I made in this scenario. You always want to focus the guy that has obviously the better angle on you. This guy would have had no angle on me if I just backed up a little, but he definitely would have pushed in the long run either ways. So I'm just trying to do all I can for this guy. I end up getting knocked, which sucks, but it is what it is. And look at this Crypto. Look at the brilliant move that Crypto does. He tries to run out. It's a good thing my lifeline gets his res here because... Whew. Alright, and I accidentally hit my freaking grapple. So I'm going to take a med kit real quick. And this Bloodhound's going to come by the door. I'm going to grapple over on him. Because he's not going to expect that. I'm going to end up finishing this down guy, actually. Finishing both of them and then getting the kill on the guy outside. But I definitely could have handled that situation a lot better. I can tell you that for free. Okay, so now we got the last squad pulling up, and I'm just looking around trying to get some, trying to get a feel for where they're at. I end up switching the R99 for my favorite weapon in the game, the R301. Best gun ever. And I noticed that these guys are pulling up behind this rock. Get some decent shots off right there. Crack one's armor, and I end up throwing some arc stars at these guys. Want to try to stay behind cover, make sure I'm safe. I'm throwing all my nades at these guys. We're pelting them with nades. And we end up pulling up. Only reason I pulled up wide left on this is because I had the one cracked and I was burning the other one a little bit, I believe. But I pulled up wide left so I could get a different angle than my teammates because they had the right angle, I get the left angle, and we have 2 separate angles, which is perfect. End up getting some crispy shots on that guy. And another mistake I made right here. I must be blind because I didn't even look at this guy. I end up looking right here because I did not want the lifeline to get the res. In this situation, I was thinking in my head, the most dangerous person in this fight is the lifeline because she can just keep rezzing and rezzing and rezzing and rezzing. And I don't trust my teammates to hit even one shot. So, yeah, I was totally focused on her, and I end up almost going down to this Bloodhound very, very close. My teammates actually saved my butt here. So I try to end up knocking the lifeline. Didn't work. Turn around and hit Bloodhound for 183. Thank God they end up hitting shots. And now it's basically just cleanup time. We end up cleaning up the rest of the lobby, which is awesome. But there was a lot of things that we even could have done better in that game, and we got away with because we're in silver lobbies. That is not going to fly up in diamond tier lobbies. I'll tell you that much. Stuff like that is not going to fly, and you're going to see if I'm making those same mistakes in diamond tier, we're not going to be progressing at all. But definitely a good game overall. Let's hop into the second clip. I'm just going to show you some little things in the second gameplay. I won't go over the whole thing. Alright guys, so like I said, we're going to hop into the second gameplay, and I'm not going to show you this entire game. This is the one where I actually drop like 3,900 damage and only get 4 kills. But this situation coming up is pretty intense, so I want to go over it quickly. So our teammate is dead, which absolutely sucks. But it's me and Meowser versus this whole team that's pushing us. I believe we got one guy knocked already. And he's right behind this rock, and I definitely want to finish this guy, so I go to do so. End up getting the finish on TTV Deerbutt. We get some great shots on this guy in front of us, and I definitely want to push this guy. but I'm not sure where his other teammate is, so I wanted to phase just to make sure. And apparently, he is nowhere near. He's all the way back there, and he gets cleaned up by another team. So there's another party here. I want to loot up very quickly, get as much as I can, and get ready for this next fight. And of course, they're in Revolt. Who isn't in Revolt in Ranked? Get some nice shots off on both of those guys, even though the one guy was in Revolt, like I said. Patiently waiting to send him back, which we do, and I want to instantly shoot this Horizon ult to get it out of our way. We do not want to get sucked into that because you can easily get naded, you can easily get shot in there, and that is not a good situation to be in. So we instantly shoot that, or I do. I don't think he actually shot it at all. Then we got another guy revolting on us. The whole lobby's revolting. He gets a beautiful knock on Donkey. He gets a beautiful knock on Donkey. We take him out. He's full killed, so it's a 2v2 scenario in front of us, and they get third partied. So there's another party in front of us. You can see this Pathfinder over here. Take some shots at him. Or that wasn't a Pathfinder, that was a fuse, wasn't it? Either way, we get the knock, which is perfect. I see that guy down low. I'm trying to figure out where he's headed. And I'm getting some nice shots and a knock on the Loba. Playing our angles, playing carefully. Getting up on the roof. This guy was not on the roof. And this Mirage goes full ballsy mode right in front of me trying to res. I don't really think he knew what he was doing exactly. Ended up getting the kill. And taking him out. And oh my goodness gracious. There is so many teams around us. It's unbelievable. Just wait until you guys see what happens when we try to go res this guy. Because there's going to be another team on us. This is ranked, guys. Third-party action. Right behind us, actually. Right when I was talking, another team comes up behind us. And thankfully, we laser this guy. And I want to get the full kill. But I can't. Because it's a whole team. He's telling me to drop down. Which is a good call. Tells me to drop down. And I want to get the res on this guy. So I head into the tunnel. And I'm actually going to set him a portal. Because I want him to be able to take the portal to get away to cover. So that's why we're portaling over to the res beacon. And right when I res him, he should just jump in the portal and get out of there. So, geez, I will say that is quite a lot of action for that situation. Okay, let's fast forward a little bit more. Might as well end up finishing the game out. So this is the last team over here. All right, we're at the last fight. It is a 3v3 scenario here. Let's see what happens. So this Gibby's actually going to push way too fast, way too far up. Some beautiful shots on him, but cannot get the knock. And I don't want to push because his other teammates are alive. And he's got his dome down, so I'm not just going to, like, bum rush his dome. So I'm taking a look around, making sure nobody's up top, because that up top angle is going to be the most dangerous in the game. We do not want that to happen. And I decided to phase over here. I don't think I really needed to phase, but I wanted to go to the right to get a different angle, because I don't want to be shooting from that staircase, because then if their team went to the right where I'm going, then they would have an easy angle on me. So I'm not allowing that to happen. Trying to get over here and get a nice shot. We hit the Gibby for a little bit more. Cannot get the knock, though, on any of these guys, which sucks. We're over here looking. Trying to get that first knock. And this guy is... He throws his bubble. Okay, Gibby throws his bubble, and Vivar Bam just decides, screw it. I don't want to live anymore. He just sends it in there. He decides that's a good enough of a 1v1 for me. Sends in the bubble. Ends up getting downed. But he does a lot of damage, so. He gets disintegrated by a Havoc. And we end up getting the knock, which is good. At least we got the trade in that scenario. If we hadn't gotten the trade, it would have been dangerous. Now we got this Octane right on us. We got the Octane right on us. And we are getting shot from above, which absolutely sucks, and we should have died, but we're Wraith, so we can phase out, and we did it just in time. Just in the nick of time here. So that was absolutely perfect. And he actually got the res on Vivar Bam. And I am just playing my angles, trying to get away from this guy as much as possible. And he gets the knock, which is perfect. Apparently that guy was very low, which is great. So he instant swapped the red because we do not want a shield bat. That would have taken way too long. Finishing the people along the way to try to get the kills so that they cannot get rezzed. And this last guy is going to be up top here. I'm going to take a medkit in this building, take some shots at the guy up top. And yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. I'll let the rest play out, but if you enjoyed, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you are new, of course. And yeah, hopefully these videos are helping you guys out. I know gold is going to be very intense, way more intense than silver and bronze. And then obviously platinum will get more intense. And then diamond. And then we're there, basically. So they get the final kill. I thought he might have been up top, but he was not. And we end up getting the win. So yeah. Very intense game. A lot of third parties in this game, and those are only going to keep increasing as the ranks go up. You're going to get third partied over and over and over and over. It's something you just got to overcome. So like I said, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video, and it's been Sweat. Peace out.
Shit. Dingledorf, you are awesome.